Hello, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Zara and I have a couple things that I raise awareness for. One of them being the fact that I'm autistic. I also have Tourette's. I wanted to make a little video. This is only hopefully going to be a short one, but I'm currently staying in a hotel room. I came to London with my friend Ruby and we went to a TikTok event last night, which I am very drained from. I have a neurological condition called FND and it causes a lot of symptoms and a lot of chronic fatigue as well, so I am kind of really struggling today. I'm stood up to film this video, but honestly my legs are not great. I have my crutch, which I decorated really spontaneously before I left. I added what is this, washi tape, and then I put the little plastic wrap over it that you put on top of exercise workbooks in school, and it kind of worked because I ordered crutches but they didn't come in time, so this is what we're working with. I'm gonna lean on that. Yeah, I came to London because I've had a lot of London trips recently. I've had one a month, which is a lot for me, and that is all the travel I'm doing. They're my trips for the month, and then I just rest in between. But the one this time was to a TikTok event. I will add some little videos here just to show you what the event was like. It was so cool. It was really awesome. It was for Women's History Month, and I had my name on a star on the floor. It was like a Hollywood star thing. So I lay on the floor and got a photo with it. It was really cool. I went thinking we were just celebrating women, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm one of the women. I'm one of the women we're celebrating. I'm on the floor. But anyway, the point of this video is I would like to talk about how I accommodate myself, both in terms of autism and sensory issues and struggling with travel, things like that, and also chronic illness with staying in a hotel room. I generally find it quite difficult, but I'm getting better because I'm doing it more and more. I'm getting more used to it, and now I've kind of got my needs down. I know what I need for most of the things, so I can just put that in place and it makes it a lot easier. So hopefully this will give you some ideas for accommodations that you might need or that might help you. The first thing I always do is I book quite in advance if I can. I try and book something that I know. So I'm staying in a travel lodge right now, which isn't the fanciest hotel, but I know what it's like. All of them are the same. I either book travel lodges or Premier Inns because they're everywhere in the UK. They're the basic kind of budget hotel that is just everywhere all over the country, and there's loads of them, so I always book those because every room is the same layout, it's the same key card system, it's not new, so anywhere I go it's going to be the same, the pillows are going to be the same, the bed sheets look the same, so then there's less change, which if you're autistic is very hard to deal with. So that is definitely something that helps just with routine and coping. We have pretty lights. Now we have little background lighting. It's also very bright here. I'm sorry for the really awkward lighting, but this is the only place that has natural light. The second thing that I do is I always make sure that I'm traveling or meeting a friend that I'm comfortable with, because it makes it so much easier if you're with someone that understands. So for this trip, I was with my really good friend Ruby. We met through Tourette's Action, which is the UK charity for Tourette's. So we both have tics, we both have Tourette's. And we met at one of the events officially, in person. We met for the first time in December. This is the second time we met, but we are so comfortable with each other. It's so good. I love it. Finding friends that are either neurodivergent or have something similar to me, we have a common understanding of a condition or an experience, it's so much easier to bond with that person. So I really highly recommend getting friends that are either neurodivergent if you're neurodivergent too, or if you have Tourette's, finding ticky friends. It's really nice because then you just get it and they just understand, and it's a lot easier to accommodate for yourself when other people are accommodating for you too. Lots of love to Ruby, who is currently not in the room because I'm awkward filming with people in the room. Even though I've been a content creator for 4 years, I'm still awkward filming in front of people. Something that also links with that, but this is an entire video in itself, but I will mention it here. It's not to do with hotels, but traveling in train stations and to a hotel. I definitely recommend doing things like passenger assist or Uber and getting people that just take you from stop A to stop B without you having to navigate yourself. I find it really stressful. I'm gonna have to get the train back, and I just have to be taken every step of the way. So someone usually takes me to the station, and passenger assist, if the person isn't traveling with me, they usually do, but if they're not, then passenger assist will put me on the train and get me to the seat and then take me off the train, and like they're with me every step of the way, and it has been so good every time. It's great. I really recommend it. Okay, is this the third thing? Third thing is I bring my comfort items from home. This is a big thing for me because I really struggle with sensory issues and like germs in terms of OCD. I think it's a very common autistic struggle. Things like putting your head on pillows or putting things near you that aren't your own. So what I do for this is I bring my own cutlery. I have a little set that's like a travel set of cutlery, so it's just plastic and it just comes in like a little travel container. I have used that to cut my banana. I'm sorry, that's kind of gross. But I also bring like a little portable straw, and it just goes into this little pencil case looking thing, and that comes with me on every trip. So I have that. I also bring a plastic bowl so that I can just have my own things here. I bring a pillowcase. That is one of the main things that helps me, bringing a pillowcase, because I hate putting my head on other people's pillows, and like I know that other people have slept there, and so having my own pillowcase that one smells like home, it's got my laundry detergent smell or lack of smell, and it's just comforting, so it helps me sleep. I also usually bring my teddy. I sleep with a panda every night called Benji. Some of you will know him from vlogs, but I forgot Benji this time, so I don't have a teddy to cuddle. I'm really sad about it, but I slept anyway. Sad times. Yeah, if you don't have a person to cuddle, I recommend bringing a teddy because it's lonely. Hotel rooms are lonely. Okay, anyway. The next thing I recommend, the next tip, number 4 I think, is if you struggle with things like food or eating out or unpredictability, or you just struggle with timings of food in general, I really recommend bringing your own snacks or your own food, or things like cup noodles. I had a sweet chili, I think they're called naked noodles. They're really good. They're a lot nicer than pot noodles. But things that you can make in a hotel room, because you have a kettle and you have water. So anything you can do with that, you can make. So things like couscous, because you only have to add water. You just add boiling water to a packet and then you have couscous. Or pot noodles, crisps. I have milk, which I went to the shop to get. We just went to the shop on the way to the hotel and got things like milk, and I also got some blueberries, and then I brought my own muesli from home because I like my cereal that I have at home, so I just brought it in a little bag. I also have tea bags in a little bag because I drink decaf tea. I can't have caffeine, and usually they don't have decaf tea in hotel rooms, so that is a good idea if you are kind of picky or you struggle with things or you're a bit limited. I definitely recommend bringing your own safe foods or whatever foods you can eat, even if you have to bring really random looking snacks. Another tip, I can't remember what number we're on, 5. Tip number 5 is make sure you have a list of things to pack beforehand, because if you forget things, it's going to make it so much more stressful staying in a place that you don't know, staying in a hotel. You don't want to have to think about whether you've brought your toothbrush or whether you've brought this item or this comfort item, because you don't want to have to be scrambling around trying to find shops, or, you know, trying to make do and being uncomfortable. So make a list. I know not everyone likes lists. I freaking love lists. I am a list person. You know those types, like the stereotypical types of autism? I am the list person. I am the bullet journal, everything's in a list, like books full of planners and schedules. That's me. So everything was scheduled. I made a list of everything I needed, and it does actually help. Like, you don't have to go overboard, but create a packing list so that you can name all these things and you can write down the exact accommodations that you need, and then you know that it's going to be there if you need it. You don't have to think about it on the go, like it's already prepared, so that you know you're doing the best you can to accommodate yourself, and then hopefully that's gonna have a knock-on effect and make your trip and travel a lot easier. I look like I'm crying, but I'm not, I promise. I've just got an eyelash in my eye. I think, oh my gosh, my eye, bro. I think that's all the tips I have that I can think of right now, but there are definitely more things that I can do videos on, and I definitely want to do a video on travel one day. Not today, because I just need to focus on getting myself home. I think it's stressful enough for us traveling anyway, so I'm not going to bring a camera into the mix, but I will definitely have to do travel videos. And if I go abroad at any point, I've not been abroad with my conditions. People always ask that as a question. No, I haven't been abroad. I've not been on a plane. I've only been on a plane once in my life, and that was when I was 12. So that was just before all these things kind of kicked in and got to the level that they're at now. I was very highly masked back then. And I wasn't chronically ill back then, so that wasn't an issue. But yeah, if I ever go on a plane, you know full well I will be making a video about it. But I hope that was helpful. I hope that can maybe give you some ideas and give you a bit of an insight into some of the struggles that people can have in hotel rooms, because I definitely do find it a little bit tricky. But I'm doing it. I'm really proud. I'm really proud of this trip. I need to go sit down and have a lie down before we have to leave because I'm really tired. I've not had much sleep because I struggle to sleep in unknown environments. It definitely helps having comfort items and having things like my pillowcase, having headphones. Oh, listening to music while sleeping, that can also help. If you struggle sleeping, make sure to like bring your sleeping tablets if you have them. Bring headphones, maybe go to sleep listening to music, whatever helps you sleep. Make sure you have those things because it's going to be extra difficult in an unknown environment. I'm going to stop rambling now and let you enjoy your day. I'm going to go enjoy my day too, hopefully. Probably go and sleep on the train and get myself home safely. But welcome to my hotel room. I hope that was interesting. I hope that was helpful. And I will see you next week, Sunday, 5 p.m. for another video. I'm very excited for this year. I'm really pushing myself outside my boundaries while putting accommodations in place because I do not want to flare up. I am in a flare up, but we're going to ignore that. We're not going to ignore it. We're acknowledging it, but I'm trying to keep myself happy and occupied and doing things that I love while not making my health worse. It's a constant balance, but we're here. We're doing it, and I'm going to be sharing videos every week about different things on my journey, so make sure you're subscribed if you do enjoy, and I will see you next week. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. It is a beautiful day here, so I'm gonna go enjoy the sun and get myself home. Bye.